Yeah, well, after last year, I got to go to a variety of different racetracks, and haven't been to one that I went to last year yet. So I'm looking forward to coming to Texas. But after Daytona, Atlanta, the first two races of the year, we put ourselves in position to win both of those races, and ended up crashing in the final stages of both of them. But after the last 3 weeks, where we've been able to string together a couple good runs and coming back to Texas, which is one of my favorite racetracks on the schedule. So I'm looking for good things out here.
I guess to follow up on that, talk about coming back to Texas Motor Speedway. Obviously, an area that you're familiar with growing up in nearby Norman. What it means to race here at Texas, and just the excitement you have coming here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, well, this is as close to home as it gets in the NASCAR schedule. So it's always great to come back here. And as a race car driver, all you can ask for is multiple grooves, and you have that here at Texas, and that's part of what makes it so fun. So it's just a really fun place to race at, and it makes it a little bit sweeter being closer to home. Well, driving for Kyle, I always tell a lot of people it's like a double-edged sword because Kyle Busch Motorsports is obviously one of the most prestigious teams in the truck series. So, and they got some of the best equipment. So you're in really nice pieces every week, and you know that you're in the best truck every week. And so, you got all that confidence going in. But on the other side of it, you're driving for Kyle Busch, so you know he can win, so you better win too. So, it's cool to be able to have him as a boss, and it's also nice to have him as, a mentor. Like you said, he's so involved with all of his young drivers that, any question that you ever have, you can always go ask him, and he's, willing to give his advice. And if he's not racing or if he's not running a truck in the race and he's at the racetrack, he's always on the radio scanning back and forth between the three trucks and giving advice to each driver. So it's cool to see how involved he is with his truck program. I think I got to run 7 truck races, and 4 or 5 of them, more than half of them anyway, were on mile and a half. So it's kind of it's definitely what you need to be good at if you're going to contend for a championship. So, and I definitely enjoy them. It seems like the majority of the mile and a halves we go to, you can move around, and that's something that I'm really big on, is being able to have different grooves to race with. And like I said, Texas is one of the best places to go to be able to move around and race really good. Honestly, no. Whenever I look back at the Texas Fall race, I didn't feel like I ran very well at all. Kind of, we ended up with an eighth place finish, but it was not a good eighth. And like this past weekend at Charlotte, I ran eighth, but it was a good eighth place. But I didn't feel like Texas was a good eighth. Yeah, yeah, we just I didn't feel like we were as strong as what we should have been.